In today's video, I want to share with you some lessons learned about how I optimized and improved my health and fitness after 40 so I could feel like I was going up the hill and not down the hill. So if you're watching this and you're over 40, then you can probably relate to that feeling that you all of a sudden are like, wow, like I'm starting to feel my age. Things are getting harder. I'm gonna have to do something, right? I had that feeling at 41, 6 years ago, and I just was like, had that sense of if I don't make a shift right now, I'm gonna head down the other side of the hill. Like I felt like I had reached that hill that people talk about, and I was conscious that, on the same path of what I was doing, I was gonna go down. And what I was doing at the time was, like most people out there, I was juggling the responsibilities of adult life, right? I was managing career, managing 3 kids, running the rat race, so to speak. And what I wasn't doing was doing everything I could to protect my own health and my own well-being, because I was doing everything for everybody else and kind of putting myself on the back burner. So if you can relate to that, this video is for you. So one thing that you have to change, one thing you have to do is you have to make that conscious decision to realize you've got to do something different. If you feel like you're headed down the hill, you need to do something different than you're doing right now. And the good news is you can reclaim, like you can get back what you don't want to lose. Like it's not inevitable that you just slowly decline. And that was a mind shift, like change I had to make. And I secondly had to make the decision, and you have to make the decision, that your health and wellness can't come after all the other responsibilities, because you're never going to get to it, or you're going to get to it at a minimal level. So the 2 biggest things I want to encourage anybody watching this video that wants to make change after 40 is, number 1, make the decision that you need to make changes. And then 2, make the decision that you're going to put your self-care number 1 on the list each day. Every single day, you're going to find something to do that is a benefit to your health and wellness. Some of these things might be things you choose not to do, right? It's not about having to have more time. This is about making different choices. So when it comes to looking at, you need to make change, you're going to prioritize yourself, the next recommendation I have is that you actually make a written list, that you write down all the positive habits you already have. For myself, as an example, I already ate nutritiously. I already exercised. I already got a good night's rest. So those were positives I had in place already. Then I wrote down the things that were not helping me. I was chasing energy throughout the day by drinking coffee and sometimes even soda, because I felt like I needed that to be able to have the energy I needed to do all those tasks. So that was one thing I made a change for. 2, I looked at the fact that at that point, even though I was eating nutritiously, I had never explored supplementation. And I thought, at this point in my life, maybe I need to make sure, give my body the assurance that I am meeting all my nutritional needs. I don't have any nutrient gaps. I started a probiotic, wanted to start making sure I was being proactive in taking care of my gut health. And so I incorporated that as well. I tried some different things. At first, things that were not leading to results I could actually say were doing anything positive. So in that aspect, in terms of supplementation, if you're using supplements and you're trying supplements, make sure that you're feeling and noticing a difference. Because if you're not noticing a single thing from putting, let's say, CoQ10 in your body, or vitamin B12 in your body, or vitamin D or vitamin C, if you're not noticing, or probiotics, if you're not noticing results, it means what you're using isn't working. It doesn't mean supplements don't work. It means that you're using an inferior product that's not absorbing, and you're not noticing the difference because of it. Another thing you want to analyze is your exercise. Where are you? How often are you exercising? One big thing that was a barrier to me is I always was thinking in terms of like the big classes, like getting into a class for an hour, taking 15 minutes on either side to get there and come home. And so I would only ever be able to get like 2 in a week at my best with my schedule. And I kept on not feeling consistent and not building benefits from my exercise because I wasn't doing it enough. So I actually started realizing I need to think about, instead of thinking about what I can't do every single day, I need to think about what can I do every day at home for just 15 minutes. So I started thinking more in bite-sized pieces instead of big pieces. So I started thinking about what can I do for 15 minutes so that I can put that number 1 on my list every day, and there's no excuse not to have the time to do it. And those were things like just doing a little weightlifting, a little bit of yoga at home, a little bit of meditation, a quick walk, a quick jog, something very short that if I knew 15 minutes, there's no way I can say I don't have time for that. If I did that every day with consistency, I would build results just from being consistent with something little versus trying to continue to achieve this larger scale exercise program that just wasn't fitting into my life at that time. So that's another thing you want to look at. So again, really analyze where you can make the change is what I'm trying to point out. Like, stop thinking about, I can't do this because of this, and I can't do that because of that, and I work 10 hours a day, or I have to take care of the kids, all those things that do get in our way in terms of challenges. So think in terms of what can I fit in, and if I do it for 15 minutes, I can tell you 15 minutes of push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, squats goes a long way than going a whole week and not getting to that one class that you had on your plan. So those are some of the things that I prioritized in the beginning. Fine-tuning my vegetables and fruits, making sure I was getting a better abundance of fruits and vegetables, increasing my hydration, my water, making sure that I was getting consistent rest, starting to reduce the alcohol a little bit in my life because I was noticing that even just a little bit sometimes would just take me off track and not have me feeling my best. But again, it's about really, everybody's different, and you have to not compare yourself to someone else and what they're doing. You have to decide what changes do you need, and then what can you do each day so that you can make sure that you're starting to build habits that are all a positive for your body, right? No more damaging your body, no more ignoring your body, no more putting your body on the back shelf. And not just your physical body, but your mental health, your emotional health. That's the big picture of it. This is not a weight loss thing. A lot of people get caught up in everything is about weight loss versus just feeling healthy, doing healthy habits, nourishing your body with nutrients, moving your body, stretching your body, relaxing your mind, feeding your spirit, and doing things you love. That is what the habits you want to, instead of feeling like you're slowly going down, is to feel like, wow, I'm getting stronger and happier and healthier going up. And you can do that. I am a living testament to that. I'm 47 now, and over the last 6 years, I have felt like I've gotten better and better and better because I got more focused about prioritizing my health and well-being before I prioritized every single other person and other responsibility on my list. I hope this video gives you just a little insight into where you can start to think and make some changes and write down some things that you can do and you can implement today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. What can you do, one thing right now, today, to start to get yourself moving in that upward trend? That's what it's all about. Step over step over step over step. Every choice you make is either making things better or making things worse. That's what it all comes down to. It's the simple things that you do every day that build over time, that create the health and wellness in the state of your body. It's not big major changes. It's the small changes you make and that you do with consistency. If you've made it this far through the video and you're a person that needs help in making these changes, that's the last tip I have. I reached out to somebody and I got help. I got support. I stopped trying to think I can do it all on my own, and I locked arms with other people, and I made a commitment, and I had people to support me. We have an amazing support group around our health and wellness program where you aren't left to your own devices to struggle. There are people that will cheer you on, support you, share their tips, and just be there on that journey of lifestyle change. So if you want that kind of support, message me, follow me, like and comment, send me a message. I'd love to help you start thriving in life after 40.